Hey everyone, my name is Joaquin Ramos and I'm the Education Outreach Specialist working with Washington High School. I'm extremely excited to be able to welcome you guys to the Gear Up program, and while we can't be together in person yet, just know that I and all of us here at Gear Up are working hard to be able to give Washington High School the full Gear Up experience no matter where we all are. With that being said, let's get into you guys' orientation. Go Rams and go Devils. Hello everyone, my name is Joaquin Ramos and I will be presenting the Arizona State University Gear Up orientation for Washington High School. My goal today is to provide you with a detailed description of the Gear Up program and what it will look like at Washington High. I will also provide a quick overview on the roles of the various Gear Up staff, as well as the role that you might play in the success of the Gear Up program at Washington High School. But most importantly, I will review the services and opportunities that Gear Up will bring to the students, parents, and staff. Gear Up is an acronym that stands for Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs and is made possible through a federally funded grant from the Department of Education. Arizona State University applied for and was awarded with a 7-year, $7 million grant. The primary purpose of the Gear Up program is to significantly increase the number of students who are prepared to enter and succeed in a post-secondary program. It is important to note that we do not limit the description of a post-secondary program to mean just a traditional 4-year university. We support all career pathways, including vocational and trade school, community college, universities, and other avenues. The Gear Up program works as a cohort model by serving the entire class of 2024. This means that all students are automatically a part of the Gear Up program and are eligible for all provided services and opportunities. A small population of the incoming freshmen, those coming from Maryland, already have experience being Gear Up students. The services started with those 7th grade students and will continue into the first year of post-secondary programs for all students in the class of 2024. Gear Up works with a total of 5 partner high schools: Glendale, Tolleson Union High School, Washington High School, Tempe, and Westwood High School. Another unique feature of Gear Up is the match requirement. This grant component requires that for every federal dollar received, we must match it with a non-federal dollar. These match dollars come in the form of both monetary and in-kind donations. In-kind contributions are the most common type of match. They come in the form of time and service donations from community partners and other organizations. We have a separate training video that provides more detail regarding the value and process of match. We will provide that video at another date and time. Now I want to take a moment to talk about the 3 goals of the Gear Up grant. First, increase the academic performance and preparation for post-secondary education for Gear Up students. This is done in 2 ways. The first one is to focus on math, pre-algebra, algebra 1, and math course completion. Our goals with Gear Up are for 45% of Gear Up students to complete pre-algebra by 8th grade, Algebra 1 by 9th grade, and 2 math courses beyond Algebra 1 by 12th grade with a grade of C or higher. Additionally, Gear Up focuses on college readiness, with 85% of Gear Up students completing the Aspire and ACT and or the PSAT or SAT by the end of 11th grade. Our second goal with Gear Up is to increase the rate of high school graduation and participation in post-secondary education of Gear Up students. Secondary school graduation, 87% of students in the cohort will be on track for graduating at the end of each grade, and 87% of seniors in the cohort during the project year will graduate during the project year with a regular secondary school diploma within the standard number of years. On top of that, 55% of seniors served during the program will complete a rigorous secondary school program of study and will graduate during the project year with a regular secondary school diploma within the standard number of years. When it comes to post-secondary education enrollment, 54% of participants who have graduated with a regular secondary school diploma during the project year will enroll in an institution of higher education by the fall term immediately following high school graduation, or will have received notification by the fall term immediately following high school of college acceptance but deferred enrollment until the next academic term, such as the spring semester. Finally, 50% of participants who enroll in an institution of higher education will be placed in college-level English and math without the need for remedial courses. And finally, 65% of participants enrolled in college will be on track for graduation. Our third and final goal with Gear Up is to increase the knowledge of students and families of post-secondary education options, preparation, and financial aid. With this goal, 85% of Gear Up students will be able to identify the academic requirements for college by their 9th grade year. 80% of Gear Up students will also be able to respond correctly to questions on a student survey about financial aid and the benefits of post-secondary education by the end of 10th grade. 60% of Gear Up parents will be able to respond correctly to questions on a parent survey about financial aid and the benefits of post-secondary education by the end of their student's 10th grade year. 75% of Gear Up students will indicate on a student survey that post-secondary education is their goal after graduation by the end of 11th grade. Gear Up aims to work closely with the Glendale Union staff and Washington administration in determining the services most needed to support the Washington students. Additionally, we work closely with any teachers or school staff that work directly with our Gear Up cohort. It is our ultimate goal that Gear Up become as ingrained as possible within the Washington High community. I would like to take a quick moment to introduce the Gear Up staff. We have the Gear Up director, Dr. Jennifer Murphy. Her role is overseeing the implementation and success of the program as a whole. We also have senior coordinator who manages the staff at multiple Gear Up sites here in the West Valley, Jasmine Dean. And finally, we have our educational outreach specialist who will be housed at Washington High School. My role is to work directly with school staff and students to complete the aforementioned goals. I will serve as the first point of contact for students and staff. And lastly, we have our ASU students who will serve as our tutors and mentors to provide direct services to the students. Some of the student services that you will see include academic planning and career planning, tutoring services, comprehensive mentoring, financial aid advising, and supportive services. The supportive services will be very flexible depending on the school's needs. Our non-academic focus areas will include supporting any attendance challenges, working to reduce ineffective habits in students such as late work, missing work parties, etc., personal or social challenges, and skill building, which will include note-taking, study skills, organization, self-advocacy, and self-esteem. Our parent services include promoting the value and benefits of post-secondary education, college readiness, social and emotional support services, academic support services, financial aid advising, and other opportunities. One great example is the implementation of the American Dream Academy, or ADA, at all Gear Up sites for parents. This is a parent program designed to educate and empower parents. Gear Up is committed to working effectively with Washington High School. We are committed to supporting school goals and objectives as well as expanding opportunities. We are also committed to supporting school staff and, most importantly, the freshman class of Washington High School. If you have any questions about Gear Up or the program itself, please feel free to contact us at asugearup@asu.edu. I have also provided the information for Washington High School's Gear Up staff, which is my email, your educational outreach specialist, and Jasmine Dean's email, who is the coordinator for the Gear Up West Valley. Thank you.